hope you're ready for the next 48 hours because there's going to be so many changes coming. You guys smash the crap out of that subscribe button so you guys don't miss out on more awesome content. Comment down below when you be walking with a booster pack as per usual. So later today, we are going to be having this live stream coming out, which is going to be the set introduction for Supreme Darkness. So early, but okay. And then literally Saturday night, or Sunday morning actually, we're going to be getting pretty much a big drop from Jump Festa for Yu-Gi-Oh! So the next 48 hours are going to be absolutely insane, so buckle up, everybody. It's going to be a pain in the ass. Striker Dragon. So, why are we looking at this? Well, you have 22 listings of this. And when a QCR kind of starts to go a little bit sideways out here, there was a time where you could have bought these at, like a $7 mark. A little bit more acceptable back then, but, you've already got this card writing on up to about $11-ish right now. You've got, honestly, it's just a lot of hype. You've got all this dragon stuff going on. People are holding on to the idea that, we can have some success with rockets versus, some other stuff in the meta. That's why you're seeing this card be propelled up into higher numbers right now. Chaos Angel. Okay, so first thing I see here is you got a $46 Chaos Angel up here, which was your top rarity. All right, maybe a good version soon. It also appears that the Syac Chaos Angel has been jettisoned on up to about $27-ish right now. Actually, pretty crazy because that's almost going to be $30 here. Okay, so I see we've got some real movements happening on that side of the equation. And then it looks like the other Chaos Angel's about the same price, actually. I see, obviously this one's like 25 and you go up to like 28, 30. It looks like the one from the tins is actually $30 now. We've been keeping a little bit of an eye on the Chaos Angel movements, genuinely across the board. Like, I'm not surprised to be seeing Chaos Angel gaining this, hype right now. Because, the card is literally the best Link monster in the game. Like, it's just, you line up the levels and Link summon. That's all Chaos Angel is. And that's why this card has found as much of a place in some of these decks as a generic access point. Because it doesn't care, man. What else we got going on back here? Blue Eyes Neo Ultimate Dragon. So, you know why you play this, right? Because the new spell card allows you to equip a Blue Eyes with this. And then you can basically get this thing off the field. You can make the big Blue Eyes fusion that can reset basically an Imperma Purge or a True Light from your graveyard. Or you can just leave this in the graveyard for protection to kind of clear up your opponent. I see, this is kind of stupid actually. So the Seeker Rare, setting up to the $15 mark. And then you look at this, what is this? The movie one's like $6. I can get the gold one for also $6, $7 right now. I need to go more into the Blue Eyes hype train that's developing out here. Because, we do have that new structure deck coming. And, we've already saw the Primite stuff explode out of nowhere. And I guess people just can't comprehend why that's happening or, why we're seeing this explosion of movements out here. But there's a reason why. This card is very, very much needed for the combo lines out here. Just as, little extender piece to open up a secondary line of play that just gives you protection. Like, there's a reason why this card's extremely good. Even, like, your sales data on this. Yeah, people have already been paying the $15 premium. Yeah, cool. I see we are ready for some Blue Eyes Ultimate love. Blue Eyes White Dragon in general. So I was curious to see, how your favorite quarter centuries are holding up out here. The one with the world is a $370 card. Yeah, I see you can get this one for $350. The one from this year's quarter century bonanza is $130. The one from the tins, which I personally think is the better looking one, is like $24. And then the one from the collection this year is $14. Which, I mean, this one's probably going to be your easiest to access, but there's just something about this art that just feels the absolute best. I mean, I'm only playing 1 to 2 Blue Eyes in the deck. I'm not trying to play 3. To you purists out there that want to be running around maximizing on numbers for this, you're going to realize very quickly on that these stupid cards are going to be glued to your hand, and you're just going to be like, wow, I don't remember Blue Eyes being so bricky. Yeah, welcome to the new era. That's almost like how it is. We've also got Super Rejuvenation. This card, I gotta tell you, I have not seen a successful Deep Dragon Draw Super Rejuvenation pile yet for the new stuff, but that doesn't mean that it doesn't exist. All right, but the reason why this card's been going up in price is because, literally draw 4 cards during the end phase. You know how many hand traps that you can draw into with this? How much power you can put yourself in terms of, just the value that this card gives you. In terms of your sales data, I mean, you've had a couple in between here moving. It's not been like a crazy rush out pick up Super Rejuvenations, no. But, what else has been kind of crazy has been your super rares down here. This one actually is kind of cheap. This is the one that wasn't really going too crazy. Okay, so this one's $2. I think that's fine. Where's the one from Mystic Fighters? This one is... so this makes no sense to me. Why is the one from Mystic Fighters hitting $3, but the one from Joey's World is hitting, like, $2? Like, why are these cheaper than the Mystic Fighters versions? Like, I don't necessarily like that all that much. I'd rather have the ones from Joey's World, but just the fun little things that you actually get to see out here in the world of Yu-Gi-Oh! Like, why are we buying out the Mystic Fighters one and not the Joey's World one? Because the Joey's World one, hypothetically, is 150% rarer than the Mystic Fighters one, but okay. And of course, you got absolute value out here in the Lost Arts. Yeah, it's pretty much going as you would expect. Packbit. I talked about the base form of this yesterday. What I didn't realize out here was how the quarter centuries of this were holding up. We got 17 listings of this thing right now, and you're heading on up to $38 right now. Now, the reason why you're even looking at this card is between the Firewall dump options, you have this, the Meteorologic, and you have the D-Save Worm. Now, obviously, the D-Save Worm is usually going to be the first one you drop. This is typically going to be... I've seen a lot of people trying to push this as the second choice, because you just drop this, and then you literally get to kick something into the Spell Trap card zone, I guess, which is... usable. It's one of the more unique cards that we recently had designed out here. But yeah, you're heading on up to nearly $40 at this point. This has not necessarily caught on as a tech choice out here, but it's doing its laps right now in the world of discussion. Speaking of things that you haven't really thought too much about, you guys remember dear old Red Eyes Dark Dragoon out here, the Starlight, correct? Well, you guys know, these were like 170. The Mighty have fallen down to a nice $80 right now, which is not necessarily the greatest. You have 35 listings of these up. You've actually had some sales in the last week or so. I think that's more impressive, actually. Quarter century of this. How are we looking? Yeah, you can get a quarter century of this for $30, which... once again, why would I spend $90 when I can buy nearly a play set of these for the same price as that higher, more coveted version? Yeah, that's some of the decision making that we have to make out here in terms of the game. But yeah, Dark Dragoon, in terms of sale data, he's moving. He's got about as many sales as his Starlight counterpart. What's considered the higher rarity for this? Is it going to be the Starlight rare? Is it going to be, the quarter century version? Which version do I want to have the most of out here? So you kind of pick your poison in terms of the world of collectability. But hey, you know what? Still doing fine. Emblem of Oath. We have 74 listings of Emblem right now, actually. This deck's kind of calmed down a lot, actually. I thought Centurion would do a little bit better this format. Because, last format, this deck was just bouncing all over the place. You had so many people that were just like, oh, Centurion. This card has had a lot of sales data in the last week, too. We're moving. People are picking this up, but right now, you know, with how the meta is kind of counter shifted and things like that, you're not necessarily seeing, you know, a major want from people to want to play this. But you are available. You are at the $13, $14 mark. I think you've got a decent place right now in the price spectrum to be kind of wanting to pick this stuff up. I think over time, though, these will kind of fall down. If they are not really seeing as much play as we're kind of expecting. But that's today's market. So please, leave a comment down below. Tell me what you guys think. And I'll see your beautiful faces back here in a day, guys. Patrons, thank you.
Thank you so much for watching. Check out these other videos.